It's time now for Real Estate Update. With Wusha Chandra of GlobeNet Realty, real estate is our world.
Now we're standing here face to face, free to move forever.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, once again to this very exciting segment of the weekly real estate update with Usha Chandra of GlobeNet Realty. With that, welcome to the show, Usha.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, Australian Indian Radio and Umesh Chandra.
And thank you so much once again for being on the show. It's always a pleasure to have you on the show. Well, right now today, we are heading towards the mid of the year, meaning end of financial year. So there would be lots of things happening out there. The elections are out of the way, but let's take a look at what's happening right out there. The auction is what we always gauge the market on, even though there's a lot of private treaty sales that take place as well. So what's happening across the nation in the combined capitals in the auction scene?
Yes, let's have a quick look at the combined capitals preliminary clearance rate that continues to decline. So that's not a very good news for auction, for the sellers who are taking the properties to auction. There were 2,526 homes taken to auction across the combined capital cities last week, up to 83.2% from the previous week, and 6 of the 8 states and territories celebrated Queen's birthday long weekend. And there was this time last year 2,400 auctions were held across the combined capital cities out of 1,968 results collected so far. Were presented successful and the lowest preliminary clearance rate since August last year. The previous week returned to a preliminary clearance rate of 58.5%, revising down to 54.8% at the final figures, as it was the lowest final clearance rate recorded since late July 2020. This time last year, 74.1% of reported auctions were successful. So that shows that last year this time was 74.1% and this time is 54.8% was the clearance rate.
So there you go. It seems to be on a bit of a decline out there. So that could be, the market leveling and coming to the terms. Well, right now, rather than going into each and every little, all the capitals, which we will look at in the broader way further down the show. But right now, just for looking at some of the smaller capitals, let's see how have they fared during this period.
Yes, looking at the smaller capitals, across the smaller capitals, Adelaide recorded the highest preliminary auction clearance rate of 70%, followed by Canberra 64% and Brisbane 52.2%. Adelaide was the busiest auction market last week with 179 homes taken to auction across the city, followed by Brisbane. 174 properties were taken to auction, Canberra was 101 and Perth was 14, and there was only just one auction held in Tasmania last week. So looking at the results, we can see the downturn in the auction results.
And good to see that the Tasmania at least had one auction, so that's good. Well, right now, moving on. So, of course, that's what we have looked at, the best of the smaller capitals. But right now, let's go and take a sweep across the nation on the auction stats.
Looking at, let's have a quick look at Sydney market first. The clearance rate was 55.4%. 793 properties were taken to auction, and the cleared auctions was 346. And Melbourne, 57.9%. 1,264 properties were taken to auction, and 588 sold under the hammer. Brisbane 52.2%, 174 properties were taken to auction and only 70 sold under the hammer. Adelaide was 70%, as we discussed before. 179 properties were taken to auction and 77 sold. Perth was not applicable. Tasmania, as we discussed, only one auction, and Perth was 14 auctions, and Canberra 64%. 101 properties were taken to auction and 48 sold under the hammer. So looking at the average, 57.8%, 2,526 properties were taken to auction and 1,133 were sold under the hammer. So the clearance rate was pretty down.
So, that ties in with your opening remark of, where we are and that overall decline in that. So, of course, the property values over the 12 months is what we always look at as well. So, by now, it would have changed a little bit, but let's take a look. So, what is the 12-month change across the 5 combined capitals?
Yes, looking at the 12-month change, it's a bit down there. Sydney 7.8%, so it's gone down from 8.8% to 7.8%. Melbourne is gone down fairly down, 4.3%. Brisbane is down as well. It was 28%, now 27%. Still very good market in Brisbane. Adelaide is 26.1%. It was higher as well, 26.8%, and now it's 26.1%. Perth is 5.7%, and the combined capital cities is down as well. It was 11% before. It's 9.8%, so it's gone down by 2%.
So the market's going down right across. Well, let's take a look at this supply. So let's see what sort of properties have been listed for sale in the last 4 weeks.
Yes, looking at the capital cities listed properties last week and the 4-week count, Brisbane was 4,170. So listings are pretty steady in Brisbane. There was quite a lot of new listings are coming on the market, and 13,619 in the 4-week count. Sydney 6,398 properties were listed, down over there. Before it was 7,000 plus, and Canberra is 623 new listings, and 1,817 is the 4-week count. And Melbourne is 7,012 listings are down there as well. 27,501 is the 4-week count. Looking at Darwin, 222 new listings, 1,052 is the 4-week count. Perth is quite a large number of listings. It's still down. It was in 4,000s before. It's 3,922, and 4-week count is 14,074. Hobart is 322 new listings on the market. 977 is the 4-week count. Looking at Adelaide is down as well. It was in 4,000s. It's 1,703, and 4-week count is 4,713. So looking at the combined capital cities new listings is 24,371, and 4-week count is 86,945. So the listings are quite down as well. So let's have a look at what it does in the coming weeks.
Well, of course, it would be interesting to see, because as we know, in real estate, people are only what they call listing rich. So if you don't have the listings, well, you got nothing to sell. So that is where most of the efforts of real estate officers get channeled. Well, right now, let's take a look at the other side of the coin, which is in real estate, is rentals. So let's take a look at what's happening in the rental scene.
Yes, rental market is pretty good actually compared to the sales market. Capital city properties listed for rent, 4-week count and 4-week count as well. Brisbane was 4,056 more than the sales listing, and 4-week count is 8,079. Sydney is quite large, double actually in the rental market compared to the sales. 12,624, whereas the sales listing was only in the 6,000s. Canberra is more higher in rental as well, 864, and the 4-week count is 1,718. Melbourne is quite large in rentals as well. 11,428 rental properties have come on the market, and 4-week count is 27,600. Looking at Darwin, 274 more properties there on the market as well. Perth is 3,139. Quite large number of listings there in rentals. Hobart is 343. Adelaide is 1,457 new listings, and the combined capital city is 34,185 new listings in rental section. So the 4-week count is 77,555 in the rental section. So quite a large number of rentals coming on the market.
There's still a large number of rentals that are coming on the market. So looking at the rental, let's take a snapshot of May 2022 and see, what were the capital cities' medium rents, and of course, maybe we'll also look at the yield.
Yes, looking at the rental snapshot, let's have a quick look at the Sydney market. The rental is pretty steady there. $635 per week is the medium rental price, and 12-month change is 9.4%, and the current yield is 2.59%. So Melbourne is $476 per week. Rental market is pretty cheap compared to Brisbane and Sydney. $476 is the medium rental price, and the 12-month change is 7%, and the current yield is 2.86%. Brisbane is $537 per week is the medium price. Pretty steady in Brisbane. That sort of price has been remaining for the last couple of weeks. And the 12-month change is 11.7%, quite high there. And the rental yield is pretty good as well, 3.52%. Adelaide is $483 per week, and the 12-month change is 9.8%, and rental yield is 3.69%. Perth is $510 a week, and the 12-month change is 6.4%, and rental yield is much better than other capital cities, 4.37%. Hobart is $547 per week, and the 12-month change is 9%, and the rental yield is 3.71%. Darwin is $563 per week is the medium rental price, and 4.3% is the 12-month change, and 6%. Look at Darwin, the yield is quite high, 6%. Canberra is $691 per week. 12-month change is 9.2%, and rental yield is 3.82%. So combined capital cities, the rental medium price is $535 per week, and the 12-month change is 8.8%, and the yield is 3.06%. So looking at the regionals, let's have a quick look at the regional markets as well. The average rent is quite high as well in the regional areas, $488 per week, and the 12-month change is 10.8%, quite high. I think second down from Brisbane. And the 12-month change current yield is 4.07%. So quite high. Nationals, let's have a quick look at the national. $521 per week, and the change is 9.3% for 12-month change, and rental yield is 3.28%. So looking at the rental yield, the best yield is in Darwin, and then I think it's second best is Perth.
So wonderful to see that, and of course the rental market always remains quite high at this point in time. The demand's quite high, and people. So okay, to finish off, an area report from your area.
The area report from our area, which is north side, Boondall, north side of Brisbane, the market is pretty slow at the moment in sales. Rental section is quite high. I mean, we have got a couple of rentals which are currently, we have got applications. There's one property which has got 19 applications, $750 per week. So hopefully we'll process that application by the end of this week. Going through that many applications, quite large work there. We have just listed one property in Toowong, which is in Sylvan Road, and you won't believe amazing inquiry rates there. Vicky has already received about 76 inquiries till yesterday, from Friday till yesterday. We'll be showing that property next Saturday because we have got open house next Saturday, and there's over 76 inquiries, and there's about 19 applications without people looking at the property. But we request everybody to come and have a look at the property before we'll start processing the applications. And then the other property is in Tahiti Street. That's what we have got about quite a large number of applications as well. So that will be rented. We have gained 2 more properties from our owner landlord who was not happy with the current rental agency. So he's given 2 of his properties to us. So hopefully from 1st of July we'll be starting to manage that property. We are busy in the rental section, and we have done a couple of appraisals in the sales section. So hopefully we'll get few more listings. We have got an auction coming up on this next Saturday on 2nd of July. So that one is at 212 Poplar Place in Tigum, and that property will sell. The owner is extremely keen to sell the property, and it will be a bargain property for somebody. So we're looking at offers over 550 on that. 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 3 car accommodation. So it's quite a good property. So it was in the flood area, but it wasn't that much damage. So the owner wants to offload. They have already moved to Sydney, and they really need to sell that one urgently. So the auction is at 11:30 on 2nd of July. So that's our area report. We are looking for more listings, and if anybody is looking to for rental management or for sales appraisal, please contact us on 3865 4466. Either talk to Vicky, myself, Deborah, or Diane. One of us will help you there. Thank you so much for having me on the show, and have a great day.
And thank you very much once again for that very, very informative and in-depth analysis, and of course of the area report as well. So ladies and gentlemen, that's all in this show for this time. Until next week, it's goodbye from us.
GlobeNet Realty. GlobeNet Realty has been the longest established, trusted and respected agency in its trade area. Washa Chandra, Director of GlobeNet Realty, provides honest and ethical service to her customers. If you are thinking of investing in Brisbane real estate market, or if you are seeking professional property management, then you should contact Usha Chandra today on landline 3865 4466 or mobile 0419 775 416. And for further updates, log on to our website www.globenetralty.com.au. GlobeNet Realty is your own local real estate agency. Situated at Shop 52281 Sandgate Road, Boondall. GlobeNet Realty. Real estate is our world.